manage your stress? Before we begin, I would like to give a definition of stress. Stress is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or demand. In short bursts, stress can be positive, such as when it helps you avoid danger or meet a deadline. But when stress lasts for a long time, it may harm your health. Stress is caused by an existing stress-causing factor or stressor, or we usually call triggers. So, how should we manage stress? Tip number 1. We need to identify the sources or the triggers of stress in your life. It could be failing a class, meeting a deadline, your boss, working long hours, loss of a job interview, or death of a loved one. Once we identify our triggers, we are going to develop healthy responses, and that will bring us to tip number 2. Practice the 4 A's of managing stress. Avoid, adapt, alter, and accept. Avoid unnecessary stress. Learn how to say no and distinguish between the should and the must. Avoid people who stress you out. Limit the amount of time you spend with that person. Control your environment. If you are working in a dirty desk, take a little time to clean your space. Alter the situation. Find out how you might change a situation so it does not repeat itself. Communicate your feelings honestly. If something or someone is bothering you, be more assertive and communicate your concern in an open and respectful way. If you do not voice your feelings, resentment will build and the stress will increase. Consider compromise. When you ask someone to change their behavior, be willing to do the same. Adapt the trigger. If you cannot change the trigger, change yourself and re-establish control. Try to view the stressful situation from a more positive perspective. In my case, there was a time that my friends and I were supposed to go to a park to hang out, but suddenly it started to rain. Instead of us getting upset, we just went to a nice restaurant to have dinner and spend time with each other. Look at the big picture. Is it really worth getting upset over the rain? If the answer is no, focus your time and energy elsewhere. And accept the things you cannot change. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. For example, I tend to stress myself whenever I make mistakes at work, and there are times that I couldn't redo what I did. And I have to learn that I have to accept what I did, forgive myself, and do better next time. Many things in life are beyond our control, so practice forgiveness. Accept the fact that we are not perfect and we make mistakes. Let go of anger and resentment. Forgive and move on. Tip number 3. Make time for fun and relaxation. It is important you take care of yourself. This helps reduce stress, and when done regularly, it can help you deal with the future triggers. Here are some things I usually do. Taking deep breaths, watching my favorite TV show, listening to music, exercising, drinking tea, telling myself that this day will still get better. Tip number 4. Connect with people who are positive influences. There is nothing more calming than spending time with other human beings who makes you feel safe and understood. And tip number 5, manage your time better. Years ago, I was always late, and it's causing me stress whenever I didn't get to catch the train. Then I realized that I should start sleeping early so I could wake up earlier than usual. And so I'm not rushing in the morning. Poor time management can cause a lot of stress, and it is hard to stay calm and focused when you are behind the deadlines as well. Make a list of tasks that you have to do and do them in importance, and do high priority items first. And lastly, tip number 6, find a healthy lifestyle. Get regular exercise, make healthy food choices, limit caffeine and sugar, avoid alcohol, cigarettes, and drugs, and lastly, get enough sleep. When stress is getting you down, take a moment to reflect on all the things you appreciate in your life, including your own positive qualities and gifts. This simple strategy can help you keep things in perspective. The key to quick stress relief is to experiment and discover the unique sensory experience that works best for you.